old guy right here puts a lot of time and effort into making fun crap for you guys to watch. So check if you're subscribed, like, comment. We love reading stuff from you guys, so just keep it up. Thank you guys.
Hey, we're back out in the shop again, continuing on this old girl. So I did some inquiring because you know, all my late night internet learning. We were fairly certain that right there was going to be a bad idea. So I talked to Chad, and he said, yeah, probably a bad idea. There's a good chance that boost blowing down through that thing is, once you open the secondaries, they're going to stay open. So we decided that was a bad idea. And luckily, we have some cool friends with
Anonymous sponsors.
a plethora of performance parts that happen to have this guy laying around. Put in the comments if you know what that is. It's pretty cool, actually. But we're gonna go ahead and put that on the car. We'll tell you here in a little bit what it is, actually. I'm pretty excited about it. What do you think?
Pretty stoked.
It may increase the longevity of this car or decrease the longevity of this. But we're gonna see if we can't get that thing put on, wired in, and I believe with that and what do we figure out? 2 more oil lines. We should be able to, starter. We should be able to crank this thing up and see if it'll run. Oh no, fuel pump.
That's easy enough.
Twofold. One, because that right there is where the fuel pump used to live. And that right there requires a 45 PSI regulated fuel source. So just saying. We're gonna get on this thing and see if we can't get some stuff put in. Gotta install an O2 sensor and exhaust as well. But we're dropping some hints. Maybe you figured it out already. All right, so just to let you guys in on what's been going on here. It's been about 15 minutes of us looking around here because we both remembered there being a oxygen sensor bung in a bag. So I was like, oh, I gotta weld that in. Let's get that done before we put the crossover tube and all that stuff on. So we've been frantically looking all over, and last ditch effort, I was searching parts houses that had one in stock. And I went, let me stick my hand down on this header and make sure that there's not one in it. Conversation that we had was that we had a bung plug.
And we had put it in the bung hole.
We had put it in the bung hole. So 20 minutes of our lives we'll never get back. But we got a spare O2 sensor plug.
Spare bung plug if anyone needs it.
No, we're keeping that. I'm not giving that away. That's an O2 sensor plug. Although, after this, I'll probably never build anything without an O2 sensor. We may or may have bought a van with an LS in it. LS isn't staying in the van though. The van's going to the scrap guy. Alan, you can have the van. We're taking the LS and the transmission, and we're gonna do racing car things with it. We're gonna get the starter put in. We're gonna get the O2 sensor screwed in and the crossover tube buttoned up on this thing because I think it's to that spot. We put all that stuff on there. I think we're gonna end up relocating the battery to the back of this car because remember we used up that real estate, and I don't really want it back there because exhaust. of our...
Alright, so boss man's down there. He is working on getting the starter swapped over. And I have been making some headway on this right here. So I got one we thought we were going to use, pulled off, and then I am now going to throw this guy on there. I might wipe it off.
She looks kind of sweet there, doesn't she?
It does look kind of mean. Probably gonna have to change our geometry just a tiny bit. We're gonna find out.
She looks pretty good on there though. Like maybe she was meant to be there.
I'm thinking so.
You got the throttle linkage on the right side and everything.
Yeah.
I'm trying to put the starter in, but it's fighting me a little bit. It'd help if I could actually see, if I get where I can see the starter and the light on the ceiling shining right in my eyeballs. So, should probably tell them, get out of my way. We cheated a little bit this morning. We jumped the buggy in the trailer, and we went out and played a little bit this morning. We only filmed a little bit. We'll show you. This obstacle right here is called King Crack, not King's Crack. It's different, but King Crack. And I have to say, I had a little pucker going. You know, the camera does. What do you think, Ty? It doesn't look as bad on the camera as the obstacle actually is.
No, I think the video did it better justice than the pictures for sure, but it's still not at all how crazy that crack is.
It's probably what, 40
All of 40
feet tall, and you drive into this thing and wedge the car into the crack and drive on the sidewalls of the tires the entire way to the top. Had I not watched a couple guys go up it before me, I don't know that I would have said, hey, I think you can drive up that. But here we are, just killing it. And enjoy the little video. It's a short little clip, but this is what we do in our downtime. I'm missing a bolt, and I just had it. Oh, I'm pretty old for that. All right, starter's in it. We had to do some MacGyvering, but I think we'll be okay. I don't know what we're gonna do for battery. Probably gonna end up changing that battery, putting a junction block over here, and just running the cable into the trunk, because, you know, race car thing. I think we're ready. Exhaust gasket. You know what that means. We're gonna put that crossover tube on it, screw an O2 sensor in it, run the wire up here. Wiring. Bloop, 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 bloop. Then,
What's your favorite job?
some guys called me out as the wiring guy, and I don't know about that title. I'll do it, because, you know, it all needs to be done, but Chad should still be the wiring guy. Just saying. So we'll get the exhaust on it, jump over here and get I might even just scab that fuel pump in. I'm dying, guys. This thing's got to run here pretty soon. You guys only get to see about 25% of the work that we actually do to this thing, because the rest of it's boring, and I wouldn't want to watch
Terrible. Trust me.
Yeah, editors throw a lot of our footage away, so if you think that 10 minutes at a time we pop out of this thing, it's like 10 hours at a time that we're toiling away to get you guys a 10 to 15 minute video. So maybe we might be shortcutting a few things here.
We're gonna go back and fix them later.
They will all get fixed before this thing sees the track, we promise. But you get to a point where you're just like, man, I just need to hear this thing run, and I am at that point for sure. Tyler's like, dude, I'm tired of Tired of editing videos with no great payout because they're boring for us too. We appreciate you guys watching and staying with us as we fight this fight, but I think we're about to get exhausted. Got 3?
Yeah.
Get whatever nuts we have, get them on.
Where are the nuts?
There's one. There's another one.
In my hair?
Yeah. All right, guys. We've made some progress. Crossover tube is in. I think we need to snug it up the last little bit, but it's in. V-band is in. It's so right close to the starter that it's not even funny. But I can't figure out a way to get it any more clearance. I've beat that flex joint into submission about as far as it'll collapse down. It still doesn't matter. Ty's over here, he's pulling inner fender out. So we figured while we were laying there on the floor looking at things, we might as well get the inner fender pulled out because it's leaving the chat. Just like that one. We got a butt whooped is what we got. It took both of us, pry bars, hammers, may have been some words that can't be put on this video, and exhaust is in. I'm whooped. It's hot. We're gonna have to slop over to the next day, I think. I'm gonna be working on this tomorrow. It's way more involved than I thought. It's the next day. We're still in the same spot. We just made it out to the car. We're going to make a hard charge today. Goal being start.
Get it started.
We're ready to button up the last few things, do some wiring, see if we can't make some serious noise in this garage. It's liable to scare the neighbors, but hey, they knew what they signed up for. So we're gonna get on to work. Got a couple little things to go. We'll throw up some time-lapse footage for you because it's gonna be all hands on deck for a little while. You guys said that Tyler films and doesn't run the
Only runs the camera.
only runs the camera, makes me do all the work. So we're gonna show you Tyler doing some work today. I promise he does work quite a bit, but we'll show you today on film. To nobody's surprise, we don't have enough parts. It's not a showstopper, but we gotta go to the parts house. So our Holley stuff needs a relay for the fuel pump. Tyler's project needs a longer nipple. His nipple has come up short. So what's happened is because we have this high-rise intake, the base of the plenum is pretty tall. Or I guess it's the China wall seal is pretty tall. The nipple that came in the kit doesn't get our fitting up far enough to spin in and tighten up. So we got to get a longer one of those. We got to get a relay and an inline fuel filter because we forgot that in all the stuff that I ordered, no fuel filter. That's all right. We'll make a quickie for this one and I'll order a good cleanable to go on the frame rail, and we'll do that later. We've been diligently trying to put parts back in, and we've got a couple of spark plugs that are just about impossible to get to. So I've got me a piece of fuel hose, and if you take a spark plug and you shove it down in a fuel hose, it makes a spark plug installation tool. And we're gonna try to get there to a couple of these with this here flexible spark plug installation device and see if we can't make this work. It is not going to be pleasant. You can see the daylight is rapidly disappeared and it's hot. We're slightly grumpy and we still haven't heard this, and I'm bleeding. All right, so we said we were going to try to start this thing yesterday. It didn't work. We worked till like 11 o'clock last night. Oh, that's going to catch on fire. That's why you don't read the instructions. I worked till like 11 o'clock last night, and all we figured out is that you can't get one of the spark plugs in this super high quality header exhaust manifold, whatever it is. So now we're heating it up and using brute force to try to clearance it enough to get a spark plug in it. Here's the size bar we're using.
It's a little small, don't you think?
There's a whole lot of me pulling on it. I made a dent in it. You know what the problem is now?
It's too dang hot.
It's just stinking hot.
Well, that's all right. We got other
touch it.
things we need to figure out before it starts anyway.
Yeah.
That's why we needed to do that at the beginning. Let's get to it.
All right, we're gonna keep after this. We'll see if we can get some more parts put in and get us closer to starting her up. I'm gonna cut this off of the death wheel so that we can get a temporary exhaust stuck in there, so it'll blow the exhaust up out of our face instead of right back on our pressure regulator and inlet into the inside of the car, that type of good stuff. So I'm gonna put a helmet on, got my earplugs in, see if I can't cut this thing off.
Hey, that was pretty good.
See how we did. She still don't fit in there. This is still bowled out a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
I'll pull the V-band off. A couple tacks on there just so it doesn't shoot fire right out the back, because that's what's coming out of that hole. Fire. All right. So you've probably seen we abandoned ship and we pulled the manifold back out of it. There's Turbo laying on its side like a dead dog over there. And so I heated this thing up and I beat the snot out of it to clearance it. We're hopeful that I've now beat it in far enough that spark plug will go in there and the boot will go on it. But it's so hot now that there's no way we're going to touch it. We're going to go eat some food, contemplate our lives, and formulate a new plan. All right, we told you we're gonna go have some dinner. Shannon made us some taco soup, and we are, there's Shannon. So we're having some taco soup, and I think we might be done for tonight. It's, what time is it? 10 o'clock?
Just about 9:42.
Coming up on 10 o'clock. The day's been long, and we got beat down again today. Plan though is, we say it every time, start this thing tomorrow. We'll be back with you in a bit.
Alrighty, so it is just me out in the shop today. Pops is over at his day job. He, for some reason, trusts me with getting all of the parts that we took out to make the dent in that guy so that that spark plug would fit back in the car. So I'm gonna try my best so that when he gets home, he could just turn the key and it'll be ready to start.
So you're looking at AFRs as well.
Okay.
If we see anything like above 14 on AFR, we need to shut it off.
Cut it.
We got fuel pump.
I don't think you're getting fuel pump.
It comes on.
It sounds crazy when it spools up so fast.
Why
no fuel pump?
no fuel pump? Let me give it a little throttle blade. I don't think the throttle body is sealed up. A little bit excited, a little bit scared. All right, you watching gauges?
Yep. Holy shishi! That thing is freaking.
I don't know how much boost it's building. I should put a gauge on it.
It's doing like little spikes up to like 35, down back to 14. Those are all in RPM.
I think it's got a bunch of surge because it's building and dropping boost. So I think we could manually put a little idle in it, because I think it's the throttle blades are closed too far. That's pretty cool. It's a whole lot of time and effort.
Oh yeah, dude.
It's cool, and we can't even leave the garage.
That was well worth me coming over and busting my butt.
So Ty came over yesterday while I was still at work, and he busted his tail. Got all the exhaust back on it, because you guys saw we had to tear the exhaust off and beat it with a hammer when Pop was here the other night. And we made it fit. All the spark plugs are back in it. All the spark plug wires are back on it, and it runs.
It runs.
It doesn't run great yet, but it will. Got to do some tuning on it. I think we just need a little throttle blade in it so that it will keep itself running. I think it's a little bit cramped down, but
The throttle's a little sticky too.
and we also need to back some of these, the boost controller and the blow-off valve off, because it's building 10 pounds of boost like that, and I'm not sure that this motor can handle much more than 10 pounds of boost right now. So we'll do some backing off with some blow-off valves and such, and see if we can't make it better. It's doing boosty things.
I'm
that's
just
for
freaking
sure.
happy it started.
It does have a lot of hours in it, that's for sure. I know you guys are probably like, dude, come on. This is the only project in the shop right now. And it's not the shop. You guys have watched with us. It's one bay of the garage. I've got all my permits for my garage now, but dirt work and finding out exactly what the city requires for over excavation and stuff in the city of Washington in Utah has been on my list. But I'm trying to do that work and film YouTube videos, so it is what it is. But it runs. Next time you see it, it should be a video heading out of the shop. But for now, we're gonna make a couple of little tweaks. We just want to say thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.